What if I told you some of the greatest cars ever made were completely ignored by the masses? Today on Zero to Dream, we're diving into 10 of the most underrated cars of all time. Cars that delivered insane value, unique design, or next-level performance, but were overlooked. Whether you're into speed, luxury, or quirky innovations, one of these hidden gems might just become your next dream ride. Number 10. Saab 900 Turbo. Starting the list strong with the Saab 900 Turbo. This Swedish classic from the 80s and 90s had aviation-inspired design, a turbocharged engine before it was cool, and rock-solid build quality. Echoing the design of the long-running 99 that preceded it, the updated and modernized Saab 900 was the car that brought the fringe Swedish brand into its closest proximity to the mainstream, which honestly wasn't that close. When we drove a Saab in 1977, we said, when you get all done cracking Saab jokes, you'll find the one thing that is even more fun is driving Saabs. Rare notchback four-door sedans lack the cargo capacity and standout shape of the 2- and 4-door hatches. A somewhat flexy convertible arrived for 1986. Cars from 1990 and later received modern safety updates such as anti-lock brakes and airbags. Fuel economy, front-wheel drive traction, a good ride and handling balance, panoramic visibility, and innovative features, seat heaters, a center console-mounted ignition switch, a cabin air filter, are hallmarks of the 900. So too is Saab weirdness, present in its pinnacle and independent form here, before General Motors bought and diluted the brand. Most 900s came with a 2.0-liter fuel-injected inline-4. Naturally aspirated versions grew to 2.1 liters in 1991, mounted longitudinally under a front-hinged clamshell hood and driving the front wheels. First-year regular 900s made 115 horsepower and 123 pound-feet of torque, while turbos had 135 horses and 160 pound-feet. The power band was peaky, with the turbos coming alive above 2,500 RPM, accompanied by a distinct whistle. Number 9. Lexus GS 350 F Sport. Everyone talks about the BMW 5 Series or Audi A6, but the Lexus GS 350 F Sport is a performance sedan sleeper. It blends Japanese reliability with German precision. Lexus has pretty much mastered the art of crafting vehicles that offer a certain measure of unflappable refinement. This skill is very much at play in the driving dynamics of the 2020 Lexus GS, a mid-size luxury sedan that remains calm and poised even when faced with harsh road surfaces. The GS provides excellent utility with a massive trunk. There's also a broad selection of standard features on board, including the latest in driver assistance technologies. If you're looking for something with sharper performance, this Lexus is also available in an F Sport variant that comes with a sport-tuned suspension. Overall, the GS is a premium sedan that delivers nicely in many of the areas that matter most to shoppers in this segment. This year will be the last for the GS lineup, as it's phased out with a celebratory Black Line Special Edition. All-wheel drive, AWD, usually comes with a price premium, but that's not the case with the GS 350. Less expensive than the rear-wheel drive, RWD variant, the GS 350 AWD serves as the car's base model. It comes with a broad selection of standard features, and we think it will be an agreeable choice for most buyers who are interested in this Lexus sedan. The base model GS rides on 18-inch wheels, and it's equipped with exterior features such as automatic LED headlights, LED tail lamps, and heated power-folding side mirrors with auto-dimming capability. Within its cabin, the GS 350 AWD comes standard with 10-way power-adjustable front seats, dual-zone automatic climate control, simulated leather upholstery, and a power-adjustable tilt and telescoping steering column. All models are equipped with driver assistance features such as blind spot monitoring and adaptive cruise control. Why underrated? It was priced below its German rivals but offered better long-term ownership, and it was discontinued in 2020, making it even rarer now. Number 8. Mazda MX-6. Everybody knows the story of the Ford Probe and the Mazda MX-6, aka the Flat Rock Twins. The Probe was born an aero beauty 4 years ago and won instant fame and glory. The MX-6 was born boring and won Wallflower of the Year awards. It didn't matter that the cars were almost identical under the skin. What mattered was that the Probe had style and the MX-6 didn't. Now, thanks to a complete redesign of the MX-6, the tables may be turning. Although it still shares its platform with the Probe and the 6x26 sedan, see sidebar below, the MX-6's new styling stamps it with a unique identity. But the styling alone isn't responsible. A classic reproportioning accounts for some of its visual impact because the new car is longer, lower, and wider than its predecessor. Compared with the 92, the 93 MX-6 rides on a 3.8-inch longer wheelbase with a 1.8-inch wider track, and it stretches 4.5 inches longer from bumper to bumper. The roofline has dropped almost 2 inches, and body width expands by 1.4 inches. Significantly, though, Mazda actually trimmed about 40 pounds in the redesign. The sum of all these changes is a wholly new car, not a facelift. The subtle, elegant lines of the coupe invite an enthusiast's involvement in an immediate way that the old car never did. And in the pre-production cars we drove, the V6 enhanced the involvement with smooth linear power, working through a reasonably slick gearbox to allow the chassis to do what sports coupes do best: strafe apexes and wind up the tack needle while looking good. The absence of torque steer with either engine, the very rigid new chassis, and the supple suspension are all worthwhile improvements. Why underrated? Everyone focused on the RX-7 or Miata, but this was a solid Grand Tourer for half the price. Number 7. Volvo C30 R Design. The R Design is the sportiest member of the Volvo C30 lineup. Both the R Design and the standard C30 T5 receive a facelift for 2011, the first since the car's introduction for 2008, featuring a different headlight shape and a bigger Volvo iron mark in the grille. The R Design adds aesthetic differentiators such as a full body kit with a monochromatic paint scheme, R Design logos inside and out, matte silver side mirror housings, and 18-inch wheels. The changes aren't all of the design variety, though, because for 2011, the R Design package adds stiffer springs, retuned dampers, and quicker steering. The 2011 nose job in concert with the R Design package almost managed to convince us that the C30 is a real hot hatch. As expected, torque steer and traction issues persist when trying to put the 227 HP and 236 lb-ft of torque down to the pavement through the front tires. Our tester was equipped with a 5-speed automatic. A 6-speed manual is standard, and this is one of the rare occasions when we recommend the slush box. In our experience, the C30's manual, with its rubbery shifter and feedback-free clutch, doesn't add any driver involvement. The auto at least allows gear selection through its manumatic gate. Number 6. Infiniti G35 Coupe. The Infiniti G35 Coupe, a sporty two-door coupe, was a popular choice for those seeking a blend of performance and luxury. It was known for its 3.5-liter V6 engine, powerful enough to generate 280 horsepower, and a 6-speed manual or 5-speed automatic transmission. The G35 Coupe was built on a front midship platform, which helped with weight distribution and handling. Any resemblance you see between the stylish new Infiniti G35 Coupe and Nissan's recently introduced 350Z is not just a coincidence. Under the skin, they're essentially the same car. Yet these fraternal twins are expected to play distinct roles for owners whose priorities diverge along some important lines. As the upscale division of Nissan, Infiniti needed its sportiest model to flaunt some genteel characteristics, provide a greater degree of comfort, and manifest its luxury attributes more intensely. The styling, too, was required to express a voguish elegance rather than the naked muscularity of the 350Z. Before the Nissan 350Z stole the show, there was the Infiniti G35 Coupe. Rear-wheel drive, VQ engine, pure attitude. Engine, 3.5L V6 up to 298 HP. Drive, RWD close ratio 6-speed manual. Interior, leather, simple gauge cluster, optional Bose sound. Why underrated? It was a 350Z in a suit, daily drivable with just enough aggression to slide sideways when needed. Number 5, Pontiac G8 GT. The Pontiac G8 GT was a rear-wheel drive sedan based on the Holden Commodore SS, known for its performance and handling. It was equipped with a 361 HP 6.0-liter V8 engine, offering a sporty experience and a mid-13-second quarter-mile time. The G8 GT was praised for its handling, speed, and looks. The G8 really does resonate as a half-price BMW 5 Series. The 361 HP V8 provides strong low-end acceleration. It rides beautifully. Steering and stability are very good and on center. I like that the 6-speed automatic will hold gears without special manipulation in manumatic mode. The transmission did not misbehave during my time with it, except for some minor chugging at times with the torque converter locked and unlocked. I think there are, however, calibration issues related to how this driveline handles fluid temps during hard driving. The interior is slightly archaic, with most of the switchgear located on the center console or stack. Indeed, confusing controls are this car's most serious flaw. It took a serious search to find and operate the car's fuel economy meter, and many radio stations' presets were lost during this endeavor. There's also no hand space between the seat and the door to adjust the driver's seat settings. Finally, the upper center stack used for a shelf seems wasteful. It does have a nice steering wheel and gauge cluster, save for the lack of redline marking. Overall, the G8 is a strong, fast, enjoyable car for the money. It's also handsome. But the Pontiac brand has no prestige, and your neighbor will not be impressed by your purchase of a G8. Why underrated? It was a muscle car that could carry 5, and it died too soon with Pontiac. Number 4. Acura TSX, first gen. Take Acura's new sports sedan, the TSX. It's a car that distances itself from its rivals not by performance numbers, although they're generally as good, but rather by how it performs. The TSX goes about its business so smoothly and so silkily that precision could be its middle name, and it is targeted squarely at those Gen Xers who so fondly remember the words of the wise Ferris. The sedan version was already on the market since 2008, but without a station wagon shape to cover a young family's needs, it was difficult for Acura to increase its sales. The design team from the badge engineering department didn't tear a sweat when they made it. At the front, the TSX Sport Wagon sported the specific Acura grille with a fat chromed slat at the top, under the hood's edge. At the bottom, the side scoops were adorned with silver covers around the fog lights. At the rear, the station wagon received a new set of revised taillights and a rear license plate garnish that added more visual appeal for the TSX. Like the rest of the TSX range, the 2011 models received more visual upgrades. It sported a refreshed design for the center stack with darker trims, silver door handles, and a new steering wheel. For the rear seats, Acura installed a set of vents for heating and cooling. In its station wagon shape, the TSX offered 472 liters, 16.7 QFT of space, with seats up and up to 1.713 liters, 60.5 QFT, with the rear bench folded. Unlike its European sibling, Honda offered the 2011 Acura TSX Sport Wagon with a choice of 2 engines, the 2.4-liter inline-4 and a 3.5-liter V6. While the former was available with a 6-speed manual and a 5-speed automatic as an option, the latter featured a standard 5-speed automatic. Why underrated, overshadowed by the TL, but this was the enthusiast's choice. Number 3. Ford Fiesta S. Though the Fiesta might be small, it is still mighty fierce. Ford has announced that 2019 will be the last year for the Fiesta, at least here in North America, thanks to Ford's new truck and SUV-centric business plan. Act fast if you desire this competent, practical, value-minded subcompact, because production is scheduled to end in May 2019. The Fiesta is available as either a sedan or as hatchback. An engaging 5-speed manual comes standard, as does a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 120 horsepower. An optional 6-speed automatic is almost as fun to drive as the manual. Steering is crisp and well-weighted, and although it isn't quick, the last one we tested needed 9.1 seconds to reach 60 mph. The Fiesta is playful in the corners. Driving enthusiasts are encouraged to check out the high-performance Fiesta ST, which we review separately. The rear seat is tight in both sedan and hatchback form, but its size and scant standard equipment shouldn't be deal-breakers. The entry-level S trim comes with basics such as a tilt and telescoping steering wheel, manual crank windows, and a backup camera. Upgrading to the SE adds convenience items such as cruise control and remote keyless entry, a 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment system, in-dash navigation, and a sunroof all cost extra. The handy hatchback accommodated 14 of our carry-on suitcases with its rear seats folded. Why underrated? Critics loved it, but buyers went bigger. A hot hatch legend in disguise. Number 2. BMW 128i Coupe E82. The BMW 128i Coupe E82 is a compact two-door coupe that was produced from 2004 to 2013 as part of the first generation of the BMW 1 Series. It's known for its engaging handling, particularly when equipped with the M Sport package, and its naturally aspirated inline-6 engine. While not as powerful as the 135i, which features a turbocharged engine, the 128i is praised for its balanced performance and reliability. We've already told you at length about the heroically powerful 300 HP 135i version of BMW's new 1 Series Coupe, which is essentially a mini 3 Series, one of our perpetually favorite cars. Sharing powertrains with the larger and slightly heavier 3 Series is a great starting place, and the twin-turbo 135i delivers cover-worthy numbers, 4.7 seconds to 60 mph, 13.3 through the quarter mile, that are nearly as swift as those of the previous generation 333 HP E46 M3. We were generally impressed, although the price of our well-equipped test car was $42,195, which is getting prohibitively close to the cost of a 335i coupe. Truthfully, many of us were more enthused about the less expensive and more fuel-friendly 128i with the silky 230 HP inline-6 and 6-speed manual carried over from the 328i. This impressively efficient engine uses lightweight aluminum and magnesium construction and is throttled by varying valve lift. BMW calls this technology Valvetronic, instead of a traditional, less efficient throttle plate. Why underrated? It had the soul of classic BMWs, but was overshadowed by the 135i and M3. Number 1. Toyota Celica GTS, 7th Gen. The Toyota Celica GTS, specifically the 7th generation, 1999-2005, is a popular sports car known for its handling and performance, particularly with its 2ZZGE engine and optional 6-speed manual transmission. It's a lighter, more nimble car compared to some other models, and it's appreciated for its engaging driving experience. When the 7th generation of the Toyota Celica was unveiled at the Frankfurt Motor Show in 1999, it was hailed as a return to form for the much-loved Japanese coupe. Here, finally, was a Celica that not only looked good but handled brilliantly. Keeping the weight down and putting a wheel in each corner was the secret to its on-road behavior. And, thanks to the badge on the nose, reliability came as standard. Power came from the 1.8-liter petrol engine, tuned to either 140 bhp or 190 bhp. At the time, it was heaped with praise and earned the label of the best-handling front-wheel drive coupe at the time, but it would be the last of its kind. After 36 years, Toyota killed off the Celica, and we're still waiting for its replacement. Lightweight, rev-happy, and stylish. The 7th Gen Celica GTS deserves more love. Why underrated? It was the last Celica, and the best balance of daily use and track toy. Which underrated car is your favorite? Or is there one you think we missed? Let me know in the comments. And if you're all about real car talk, the affordable, the rare, and the dream rides, then subscribe to 02 Dream. Smash that like button and let's keep driving forward.